I've completed 17 half Ironman distance races, and honestly, I probably don't take them as seriously as I should. I mean, it's about a 5-hour race, plus or minus depending on the course. This year I was boycotting the actual Ironman events, and I wanted to do some of the more iconic local events in the United States. I heard about Savageman 70.0 in Western Maryland, and they had a 31% grade Westernport Wall that if you climb to the top of it, you get your name engraved in a brick and it goes into the road. Dave Scott attempted to climb the Westernport Wall, 6-time Ironman world champion, and did not make it to the top. The gauntlet was thrown. I had to do this race. I had to climb up that wall. The race is centered around Deep Creek Lake in Western Maryland. It is absolutely gorgeous area. That time of the year, the weather is spectacular. The towns there are small and are full of history. Absolutely loved the setting. My wife gave me my new wedding band while we were canoeing on one of the local lakes. It was pretty cool. My runs have been slow all summer. The 2 months I took off for the injury to my calf really made a difference, and I was not looking forward to the run on this course. I got through the swim relatively quickly, at least for me in a half Ironman, under 35 minutes. Zipped through transition, got on my bike. First 20 miles or so is downhill, and then you hit the Westernport Wall. And it is an environment unlike any other in triathlon. It's absolutely amazing, phenomenal, feels like the Tour de France. You have this huge incline going up to the wall, several streets going up, and some people are spinning in queue to climb the wall. You're actually allowed to skip it, go to the left, and take a slightly less steep path. And I go up the first hill, the second hill, the third hill, and I had to get out of my saddle. I get to the fourth hill, and then the steep Westernport Wall, and I just stand up and just pedal and hammer as hard as I can, and I make it to the top. And at the top, I point to the spot on the road where that's where my brick is going. Now, if someone would have told me that was the easiest part of the race, I wouldn't have believed them. The bike after that was absolutely torture. One giant hill after another, climb after climb after climb. By the time I got to about mile 40, I was not happy that I had 16 more miles to bike. Somehow I made it through the bike, slowest half Ironman bike ever at 3 hours and 16 minutes. Jumped off the bike and started the run. The run was absolutely brutal too. Uphill, downhill, uphill, downhill. Somehow I managed a pretty quick half marathon time. Still finished at 5:44 and change. That was good for a first place in the male 40 to 44 division after you take the Masters guys out. Very pleased with my results. Got the brick, got a trophy, got the finisher medal, got the finisher's t-shirt. What I didn't know is that you could do an Olympic distance the day before, 30 miles, and then do the 70 miles, and then you'd be called a Savageman 100. I would have done that. Next year they're doing something very similar to the Triple T. They're doing it, what they're calling the Savageman 120. It's a 20-mile sprint in the morning on Saturday, a 30-mile Olympic in the afternoon, and then a 70-mile half on Sunday. So I'm registered for that. Looking forward to it. If you haven't done Savageman and you've heard about it, shame on you. You need to get out there. It's absolutely brilliant race, middle of September, Western Maryland, just gorgeous, spectacular, well done.